Alright, good evening. How you all doing? Get a few people to go through if anybody comes in or not. Right, see. Just gonna go through Twitter. What Twitter say? Alright. It's been an eventful couple of days, isn't it? Attacks. The police were kicking someone in the head, where apparently that person is a danger to the public. They're all going over that, but not over the attacking Gillingham. There seems to be more bothered about that. To your head, isn't it? Maybe people have just had fed up with the kind of people spreading their shit all the time across the country. So, let's have a look at Twitter. Won't go for Radio America. Nation of Northern Ireland continues on the word C part. Palestinian terrorist supporters vandalised American monument. See, they're still doing their shit and people don't realise how much people are getting pissed off with them, eh? He's found out. What's this? Another one's going nuts again. Street. These are the new Dignity doctors of Labour Party are banging in on the bout. Daily life for the Palestinians occupied by the West Bank. Okay. Propaganda. Not being funny, I don't care a shit about Palestine. Fed up here. Glasgow Rangers fans put up on the light show in Birmingham. 7,000 of them. Great turnout of them. For a friendly as usual. Breaking news, Westfield Stratford men of public security tried to stop a shoplifter and take him to ground. However, the shoplifter gang of thugs surrounded the man to the ground and pulled him away. He was power free and ran away. 7 Yazidi women were kidnapped and enslaved by 19 Yazidi girls, burned alive to death, refusing to convert to Islam. 50 women beheaded. Here we go. Ulyss Security numbered 8 residents of Ulyss in Hillington. A suspect Islamist was detained harshly by the British police. Good. I don't care. Good. Deserves everything he fucking gets, as far as I'm concerned. At last, we're stamping our feet on these fuckers. That's how I see it. Warning, distressing content, screams captured on a ring doorbell, absolutely terrible. God bless the soldier. I won't play that. We went to give precision Muslims in power. We can implant more in Shira. There you go. Community-led in a meeting in houses. It seems many of the Roman community do not speak English. The Muslims are now doing the same over Manchester, but they are taking the piss. Worst part is just the MPs and forests will now done it down to it. Engine come out elderly man in the office in his office. It's all gone crazy over there. Go. Keep your hands to yourself. There we go. Everybody's going fucking crazy. Palestinian terror exorcists posted video themselves attacking and dragging a police officer. Oh, great. Fed up of hearing about them morons. What's going on in India? Look at the brat. Christ. I said, German police closed down a branch of Islamic Centre in Frankfurt after they were banned in Germany for mosques. All breached the Islamic country were raided and closed down since then day morning. Islamic Control extremist regime. Well done, Germany. Hostages of a German police raiding 54. Footage of a German raiding 54 mosques in Germany. Terrorists. Oh, look what we got here. Who walk on the streets of London. Funded terrorists by Hezbollah. Oh, God. Oh, what a surprise. Video call for Kelly's story to work fiction. These are currently burning American flag and they should have been. Well, last night in Hilsey, Leeds. Can't find this report anywhere. That's an old one, isn't it? Call Crazy Fights on Twitter. I bet because that's happened to a Muslim guy, the whole country will go up in flames. That's enough there. Hi Evan, how you doing? Hello Malibu. If you want to come on for a little while, Malibu, I'm on for half an hour. Fancy it? Come on, I ain't heard from you for a while. Come on for a little while. Come on for a little while then. Did you go? Oh, you did go, Vin. Yeah, I was going to say, it looked amazing. Did you win? Okay. Did you win, Vin? I'm just getting something, Malibu. Bear with us, guys. Yeah, man. All right. Put your link into the channel. Brilliant. Someone said Glasgow Rangers are going into administration again. I'm all right. I'm not wrong. Vin, do you know there's the EFL fantasy football things out now? Yeah. Here we go. Hang on. Oh,
Hey,
how are
hi.
you?
I'm pretty well. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. I've just been a bit unwell, but I'm all right. Gonna just this country's gone a bit mad. To be fair,
Mm,
had another soldier attacked on the streets.
really? Well,
Yeah,
this is the terrorism that they want to bring to get people to dragged into wars, different wars. You know?
yeah, and that's why I said, why are you all people protesting for free Palestine? Because it's nothing about Palestine; it's about them taking over. I'm
That's
afraid,
right. It's not.
you know.
They're just a pawn in this. The Palestinians are a pawn. It's very unfortunate. The whole thing. It's all about world domination and who controls the region, and there's so much historically, about the whole entire region of the Middle East.
Yeah, but England's in a state, mate. It's taken over. It's all been taken over. Uh,
Right, but so because I don't know I don't watch the news at all really, but in the United States there is, even though he gave another aid package to Ukraine, the majority of people are against involvement, and actually in Israel as well.
yeah.
So
Well,
not okay with war.
yeah. Well, they're burning the American flag in America, aren't they? Fucking lunatic.
So what?
You've got anarchy in America at the moment, didn't you?
Possibly I'm just not watching because I have too much stress in my life already.
Where
Stresses me out. See
people,
that?
where Europe is fucked. I mean, the only positive thing in European countries done is Germany. They shut down 4 mosques in Germany. So,
What do you think about Switzerland? I just met a guy that lives there. Is it safe, do you think? I mean, with all the stuff that's going down all over Europe, is it going down there or not so much?
well, it's a nice place, but I don't think anywhere's safe, to be fair. Even
I don't
Finland
either.
or Iceland or places like that, I think it's just spread everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I always get that you can run, but you can't hide because what they're doing is so they're implementing a plan. You know, they're re-demographing the entire planet, and they're changing everything, and they don't want
yeah,
like the pure. And I'm not talking. I'm not a nationalist or anything like that about being white, but there's cultures that should they've existed for a long time. The people that I don't agree with the royal family, but like there's cultural things about England, about Wales, about Scotland, about France. About they have a culture. When you flood them with people from other places, then you dilute that, and then what ultimately, I mean, is it to create a whole like a Muslim based? No, because there will be one religion, but it's about communism more than anything else, I think, at the
well,
end of
yeah.
the day.
Radical Islam is communism. Yeah.
Say that again, babe?
Radical Islam. People have got to understand all about radical Islam. I don't want a flag flying over our buildings in London yet again. A jihad flag yet again flying over.
What type of flag?
A jihad flag.
Oh, jihad. Jihad. Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fantastic.
And this is what happens when you let this a terrorist group marching in London for the
Mhm.
pro-Palestine terrorist group Hezbollah, which they
Yeah.
have raided a load of mosques in Germany who are connected to Hezbollah, and we're letting them. And it's do you know what, Birdsfest? You could put your comments in here, but I'm going to say I'm going to be a Zionist now because I'll tell you why. Looks like I'll get you nasty fucking lot out of our way, out of our country, radical Islam out of our country, then I'll stop being a fucking Zionism to because I don't want to be overtaken because it's one rule for one and one rule for other in this country. I am fed up with it. Fed up with it. No one stops safe. Right, so a soldier just walked down the road in Gillingham. This man's come off his bike and started stabbing him for no reason. Right?
Oh, my gosh.
He knocked on the
Oh,
door,
yeah.
his wife opened the door, and he carried on stabbing him. Now, it is no coincidence Andrew Chowdhury, who is a Islamist, is been sentenced. And there's no coincidence that's happened because he's got sent down. Yeah, it just makes me sick. And this government, I blame the fucking government. I blame the government. And I'm fed up of people blaming Jews for everything when it's them lot are doing it all. It's them doing it all. And people hate me for saying it, but it's the truth. And we're going to have more attacks in this country as we go along, Malibu.
Absolutely. I don't know why I'm having trouble hearing you. Um, Let me just say hi, Gary. Hello, Gary. Hello, Vinbrum. I don't know bird nest rat feet, but hello until if you're a troll and you do something wrong, then I take my hello
Well,
back.
I say to Birdsfest, I put my stance on Israel all fucking right. Shall I tell you why? Because they're stopping people like that fucking cunt, that cunt who stubbed that soldier today, radicalising people. That's what Israel are doing. No one can't see the fucking true state of it. But what's happening in this country, Germany and France, a fucking Australian woman got raped by 5 men, illegal immigrants. Raped her in France the other day. You know? And it's all because we're not vetting people in. That's all we got to do. But they just keep letting them in. Why? Why are they doing it? It's fucking madness.
Because they want this, they want order. They're gonna, all about, I'm sure, because you're smart, Hegelian dialect, order out of chaos,
Yeah,
and they're going to allow this mass chaos, and then they're going to solve it for you, so that they'll be the big messiah savior
yeah.
of the situation. And it's just, this is what they always do. They being the powerful elite that run the world, mostly. That's kind of how it is.
I'm not joking. We need an army like the IDF on our streets of London and the streets
Yeah.
of Europe now. We need it now to stop these fuckers. Yeah.
Well, you're going to have to start a grassroots organization of trying to do that. I mean, we're all going to have to get far more political. And getting, it's going to. I've said this.
I'm not far right at all, but it makes me fucking angry when you've got a community getting attacked every day in this country by them lot and by a load of tree hugging lefties and attacking them every day. So calling them and
60 million Algerians, 600 million, or is that 60 million? I don't know, those skulls in parts you should visit your handiworks now. Can you answer that person? Because I don't really understand the question.
600 million Algerian skulls in Paris. You should visit your handiwork. Nah. No. If you care about your Muslim Kurdi, why are you sitting here in this country fucking moaning? Why don't you go and fight on the behalf of them fucking people? That's how I see it, yeah. Because you won't, because it's all bad propaganda and bullshit. All hurty work. What is a Muslim? Never take any responsibility for anything you do around the fucking world. You always claim it. Islamophobia. Well, let's see how you lot like it now. What you've been doing to the fucking Jews for a year in this country. How about you lot, radical ones, fuck off out of this country and go and live under Sharia law. We don't fucking want it here. How about that?
Well, yeah, Sharia law, but you know where Sharia law is in effect, but nobody has a problem with that country with all their human rights abuses with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and that's why they fucking... Yes, you have. You've got loads. Yeah, loads, you fucking nutcase. What have you been doing in Yemen? What have you been doing in Mozambique? What have you been doing in Nigeria? What have you been doing in...
Libya. What about Libya?
Yeah.
These people are... Do you know that Libya is the biggest trafficking place in the world now? And who can you thank for that? Hillary Clinton.
Yep. Yeah. But they always blame the West. They always blame the West, Malibu. They always blame the West.
With Libya, it is the it is the fault of the West because they wanted him out of there because he was going to bring in the gold dinar and he was going to back his currency and he was going. It's just like the guy in Venezuela. They got rid of him too. I think they gave him cancer or something. But he was all about empowering the people and having all the stuff, for the people of the country. And he was removed and Muammar Gaddafi, whom I believe they really made him out to be far crazier than he really was because they wanted him out because he was going to create some independence for his people, basically, is my understanding. Do you know anything about that, Pop? Hello? I don't hear you. Is it me? I mean, really, to talk about that region, I think the best way to talk about it, and why I haven't done it because I've been too busy, let's start not where it starts because this goes back pretty far, but let's start in the area of the turn of the 20th century, and let's look at what was going on there and just start from there. And I think it would be really fascinating how it unfolds and so people can understand. Like, it has nothing to do with Jews. It has to do with world domination that they love to use the Jews as their justification for doing fucked up shit. Oh, they're hurting Jews again.
Out for doing their shit, doing incest to their kids, humiliating their own fucking women, punishing them if they don't follow the rules. Oh, it's all the Jews. Take the responsibility. And the second thing is, if you don't like this country, you don't like the way we live, why don't you fuck off out of the country then? Why don't you fuck off out of this country? Because you get free benefits and free fucking health and you're taking the piss. That's why
Right, but think about it. It's really not the fault of the people. It's the fault of the people in charge that allow this shit. They're doing the same thing in the United States. Whereas a person like me that worked for, almost 40 years can't find housing. There's no affordable housing. But people that are coming from all over the planet are given housing and fancy hotels. They're giving stipends of like $2,500 a month or something. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But this is all by design. I mean, it is all being created.
Yeah. Well,
They're think about
Malibu, the trouble is, it's being allowed that the people in their own community and the good Muslims have got to speak out more against these radicals. Okay.
Yes, I
And
agree
they
with that.
don't take responsibility. Right. I'll tell you what, they don't take responsibility in this country. Their community raping and pillaging our children every day of the week, everywhere in England.
But it's the radicals, right? It's the radicals.
And then they're reading the Quran and raping them while they're reading the Quran, and they never take fucking responsibility for it. Islamophobe. But if
But
the
those
Jews
are not
bomb
doing.
them,
Sorry.
if the Jews bomb them, the whole world's got to fucking know it.
Well, the thing is, there's been some retaliation stuff that's gone on that was not in good taste. But it's not the fault. I think it's always really important to remember. It is not the fault of all. There are very decent Muslims throughout the world that don't believe in extremism.
Radical Islam. Radical
Right.
Islam.
So that's all we're talking about.
Responsibility. They won't speak up. That is the fucking truth. They don't speak up.
Who do you want to speak up? Just the regular Muslims to speak out against the extremists?
Yeah, I want them to stand with us and fight against them, but they won't. They won't stand with us. They hate us. They hate us in this country. The radical Muslims hate us here.
Well, yeah, they do.
They want us, God, they want to rule the world, and it ain't gonna fucking happen.
Yeah, they do want to rule the world. But they're all pawns in it too. It's for the elites to take over. They're just using these people as pawns. They're using these people to drum up support for wars and things like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's pretty
Who's
complex.
the trouble coming from around the world? Name one religion is causing all the trouble around the world. It's Islam. What other religions doing it? No other religion.
Well, you have far-right extremists that are Christians too.
Yeah, but are they going around bombing everyone?
No, I think they do things on a smaller level from town to town. Kind of, they're like, neo-Nazis and shit like that all across America. They've been talking about it for a long time. I should go find this report that was done about 30 years ago about the undercurrent of neo-Nazism in the United States, and that people would have been horrified to see how powerful these people were becoming and are. And they're just lying.
Why? Because the neo-Nazis are getting funded by Islamists, and Islamists are getting funded by them as well.
Could be.
They are. They're funding each other.
Yeah, because remember, it's all playing both sides to the middle, and the people behind it all are the fucking elite that want to bring in the. You can't say that N word anymore that has a W and an O in it, because you'll get struck possibly on YouTube for even mentioning that. I mean, why? Is it a bad word? Yes, it is a bad word. That's why you can't use it. So that's why we should be talking about it, because why are they bringing it in? It's a bad word. It means it's a bad thing, but we are not allowed to talk about it on YouTube. It's off limits. Look at the TOS. You're not allowed to talk about it. The N, whatever. Blank O. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Do you know what? I'm just sick and tired of people. It's all staring in our face. And there's, you ain't got no genocide. Genocide was bloody Yugoslavia and Serbia when a load of Muslims were wiped out there. That was a genocide. You are killing your own people in Palestine, so it's not a fucking genocide. I mean, it's pathetic. They're brainwashed. All these thick college students I tell you what, if I had a kid young enough, I wouldn't let him go to school because I don't want him brainwashed with all this.
Yeah, because they're all like, all the schools will become. They also have camp type places, but re-education centers, because everybody has to be brainwashed into what your views are allowed to be, because they're removing. You don't have a right to be an individual with a voice across the world, I think.
But I'll tell you what, Malibu, I've never known a bunch of people in this country whine and moan like they do. And as far as I'm concerned, I've had enough of it. Every day of the week since October the 7th, they done the attack, but the Jews are at fault for it. Yeah?
Well, always blame the Jews, because everybody hates them. Okay, look, yeah. I'm going to turn my camera to show you something.
Yeah?
Hold on. I'm just showing this. This is a delicious, delicious thing to make instead of coffee in the morning. It's a matcha green tea latte, iced latte. So you just buy the green powder. It's ceremonial Japanese tea. This stuff is like a superfood. Really good for you. So I'd always like to give people pointers on things for our health that are good for us. So maybe substitute a tea. Like this is the actual superfood tea, the green matcha powder. So substitute it, eliminate a couple coffees a week and put this in, and you'll see it gives you energy, but it's completely different. And the body responds better to it too. So that's just one of my tips for the day. But this is so delicious. If you were here right now, you would want to marry me just based on how well I make this delicious drink.
I bet you're going to the toilet all day, ain't you?
What?
I bet you're going to the toilet after drinking that, ain't you? All the time. Because I bet that's really well.
Well, it hasn't. I don't really get a huge kind of flush, but it does help detox the body because it's got such great things in it, and it just tastes so good. Regular green tea they've been touting forever. I don't mean to change the subject, but just this little sidebar. Green tea for decades. They said green tea is so good for you, so good for you. Every time I would go to drink green tea just out of a tea bag, I would get really bad stomach ache. Every time. I could not drink it.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it hurts the tummy. It's got way more caffeine than coffee. But this stuff, I mean, if you have Starbucks, they make the matcha green tea frappuccino there. You couldn't do it that way. But the problem is they put too much sugar in their mix. I try to use like monk fruit sweetener or something that's not sugar. Because sugar is not good for us.
I'm
still a naturopathic doctor. What?
It's best to make it all yourself. To be fair,
yeah, it really is.
It's not that, like they say, Subway's very old. And, Subway, they say Subway's very healthy, but it ain't. It's got all chemicals in it.
It's very what?
They say it's all healthy and that, but it isn't.
It is not healthy at all. Subway is shit.
Yeah, they did.
No, wait, it may be healthier than McDonald's, but you're just on the scale of what's healthier in the shit range. Okay, somebody's saying something. Let's look. You got a lot of... Want me to read the chat for you? Or no?
I'm sure you could read this chat last month. What's up, Chris? The drink blinds you.
Hi, Malibu. So good to have you back here. It's been a while. Thank you, Gary. Going back to authoritarianism. Absolutely. I already read that 60 million thing. Muslims don't have 60... No, I don't know what that number is. Skulls to show off, have they? What are the skulls he's referring to? What are in the catacombs?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just a propaganda from an Islamist.
You do. The Zionists got good stuff and huge. Chavez. Hugo. Oh, no, the Zionists got Gaddafi and Hugo Chavez. Venezuela. I believe you're right. Malibu, you're half Jewish, aren't you, if I recall? Well, not in the eyes of Israel and the people that designate whether or not you can be a Jew or not. My mother was a Christian. My father was born to a Jewish mother. We were always told, you're Jewish. But when I went to marry a guy that was Israeli Jew, I was going to have to convert to Judaism. So no, I'm not considered Jewish. But because of I stand up for Jews because a large part of my family are Jews, and I was always told I was a Jew my whole life. I mean, I do stand for the Jews, but I also stand for anyone being oppressed. That I'm not okay with that.
I don't think so. They got food, they got drink over it. It's all propaganda. I've seen it. I've seen Hamas shoot their own people when they try to grab it to help themselves for food and all that. It's all propaganda.
Well, yeah, I mean, it happens.
Radical Islam is full of lies and propaganda and bullshit. And I don't know why everybody falls for it. I really don't.
So Birdnest said, don't assume all Jews are vampires, like Gary. I don't think Gary was assuming that. That's wrong. Where did I say that? He didn't say that anywhere.
No.
Maybe they're coming back, the 600 million money, oil taken from them? Probably. Bush and Blair clutched their Bible, moaning. No. I'm having trouble reading.
Well, but where we had over 1 million people demonstrating against that war, all English people. Where's your million people where you're raping our kids every minute of the fucking day and treating them as slaves across the country, eh? Don't fuck yourself. Sorry.
20 million civilians gone since 2000 in the Middle East. Yeah, well, they're saying there is a big judo Christian genocide. How are things in Mexico? I'm getting my bearings. I took the bus yesterday to get to the market, and I'm still working on getting a car. And I feel very empowered because honestly, it is a little dangerous where I am. And the number one problem they have is violence against women. So when I'm out there and about, like now that I know that, I'm very careful, but I'm still like getting out there it's just a great feeling when you find a way to make it work. You know what I mean? You just rise above any difficulty. So that's sort of where I'm at. And I'm enjoying it because it's the summer and I live right next to the ocean. I mean, what else could you want? It's so beautiful. The Chris Evans show says, yo, at Life Hut, yo, Rick, Easy, and everyone in the chat. Hello to the Chris Evans show. That drink blinds you. What? What do you mean? What's up, Chris? That's from Gary. I'm sure she could read the chat last month. I don't know what you're talking about. You just finished the bar, Chris? Gary finished at 11:15. The Zionists can be rehabilitated. It's not a lost cause. You're a very brave woman, Malibu. I keep that street smart and you'll be okay. Yeah. And the freaky thing was that I took the bus. I found out how to take the bus to the market yesterday. And then when I go out there to wait for the bus, this man that's like selling tortillas on the side of the road says in Espanol, no más. After 9 p.m., no more bus. So I'm literally stuck there. Thank God I have $4 to get a car. I was like, my last $4. I'm waiting for my disability to come in. I got wiped out because there was something wrong with my electricity. I think somebody here was stealing my electricity. So I had 2 bills that were astronomical. I had to buy a refrigerator. My cat was so sick. So almost all my savings were wiped out because all these things happened. But I'm still laughing at it because I will not give up hope that I can create a life worth living. Just got to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Life is not easy. Life isn't easy for a lot of people. They sold us this thing about you know, well, in America's American dream and all that crap. Um, we live in a very strange world now, and we have to navigate it with love. We have to navigate it with love. We have to navigate it with the idea that everyone at the base, what's their biggest concern? Their children. So how can we come together on that, wanting a better world for our children? You know what I mean? Like, there's ways for people to come together, but the powers that be, they don't want that. They want the chaos. They want, and we step into that because, oh, you're criticizing my religion, or you're criticizing my religion, or you're criticizing my people, and it's like the war.
But it's not so much as the religion, it's just the audacity of the makeup of the fucking people who think more of a person is not, we don't know, fucking existed, and they want to fucking kill people over a fucking book and a person we don't even know was a fucking alive. Do you know what I mean? This is what I mean.
Well, yeah, well, that's what happens with radical crap.
Yeah, and that's with all religions, I'm saying that, because,
yeah,
you know, they say, oh, Islamophobe. Well, is it Islamophobe? Well, there's all different colours of religion goes into that religion. And last time I heard that their prophet was ginger. So all the converts are fucking ginger. And they keep moaning and rather think more of the person they haven't fucking met and read the words in the book before their family and anybody's loved ones. And I just think it's sick. It's just sick. And I don't want it. I'm sick of hearing about them fucking moaning all the time.
Yeah. Well, I don't listen to it, so it's not getting to me. I mean, I just pray for, I do pray for world peace. I pray for peace, love, and understanding. I pray for coming together that, you know, there's no such thing as a winnable war when you're speaking about a nuclear arms race. And that these people in power have the right to play with everybody else's lives, including what's going on at CERN. And I just met a guy that lives in Switzerland. I'm like, what about CERN? He goes, you don't even know the half of what's going on with that. Like, it's worse than anybody even knows, is what he said. Right. So these people, they have the right to put everybody's life in danger?
This is what these people do, right? They twist things, right? Are you upset of an English man and a woman becoming Muslim free by choice? Let's read. That's what she's saying to me, right? That's how twisted they are. No, I am sick of radicals moaning every time in this country about everything in this country. You're the biggest windfall. You're all like women on fucking periods. I tell you. What are you doing, Mo? You can't do this. You run a fucking school teacher out of the fucking area because he was teaching something. You fucking bedhead someone in France over a fucking cartoon, which every religion got it from that Charlie Hebdo. Then you fucking moan about other this, that. If somebody has a shit in the fucking street, or you can't raise your fucking asses in the fucking street, you got a fucking mosque that holds about 5,000 people in fucking central London, and you still want to go out and put your fucking asses everywhere and hold up the fucking traffic. Don't you know that's fucking indecency towards fucking children who will want to go for shopping with their parents over the weekend? Get out of it. Stop moaning at me. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's upsetting. The whole thing's upsetting, and then
it's upsetting. It's upsetting when they got one of the biggest mosques in Europe in London, holds about 5,000 people, and they still want to antagonise and pray in the streets near Hyde Park, and all you do, you see their fucking asses sticking in the fucking air. And these kids who want to go shopping at the weekend, and they have to take over the whole fucking road. Why don't you do it in the fucking mosque? You got one. How about we knock down your fucking mosques and fucking pray in your own houses? How about that? Because you're pushing people to the limit. If you don't like this country, fuck off. But you won't go to that kind of country because
Saudi Arabia won't put up with your fucking shit. That's why you're not there. And that's why they don't take in refugees, because they won't. They don't want to look bad. So they palm it off to France. They come to France, to England. France palm it off to us. Then we are second class fucking citizen. I'm fed up with it. If you don't like it, fuck off. It's simple as that. And it's not about colour. It's about radical Islam. You lot want to take over and buy all the churches, shut down all the pubs in England, so you can have your fucking mosques. And that is the fucking truth. That's why the pubs are going out of business, because they do it on purpose so they can take over and buy all the. A lot of boozers, right? A lot of pubs in England have been bought to become mosques. Do you know that, Malibu? Churches are taking over. Yes, that's what they're doing in this country. We've got sheer cults everywhere. We've got women getting badly tricky. And that's what they do. That's what they're trying to do in your country as well. People need to wake up. We don't want to be run by you, and we won't be run by you, and we want our kids to stop being raped by you lot. And as far as I'm concerned, all the curry houses up north, all the kebab shops up north, all the taxi drivers who are Muslim should be fucking banned from driving as cab drivers till you put your fucking community in order and stop raping our fucking kids. I've got to get a drink. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know all the points of what you're dealing with over there because, as I said, I find it really hard to watch everything in the news. It's there's so much spin and dishonesty, so try to find a non-biased source of information. It's kind of hard to do. So I don't know. I mean, it's one thing I've never studied is the actual text of the Quran with regards to the extremists. I'm not versed in that. Studied almost every religion. I know a lot about the religion, but because I've had really good friends that were Muslim, and they're very nice people, and they were not extremist at all. I don't blame all Muslims. I don't hate like huge groups of people. I hate evil, and that's my main issue. Like, if you're evil, then you should be dealt with. So the evil really lies in the people that are in charge and what they're doing. They're creating all of this hellish shit for everybody. Again, order out of chaos. So they want there will be chaos, and then they will come in as the big heroes making the order. That's what they're doing. It's all by the book kind of stuff. So, yeah, a lot of protesting needs to be done. But I think it is unwise to get stuck up on religion, unless you look at it in the context of how the powers that be use it to divide people.
Well, quite frankly, I am fed up of them. Them shoving their religion down our throats. Yeah, go and enjoy your religion, but we don't have to have it shoved down our throats. Every time we walk to the shops, you've got a barrel of fucking stall preaching their fucking religion every 2 minutes. We know they're funded by fucking terrorists, and we got to put up with all that bollocks. Just preach your fucking religion peacefully. Stop fucking shoving it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what do you think about what do you think about the Noahide law, Noahide that they're trying to put into place? That makes it so you can't say anything about Jews in any way at all, which I mean, if they're bad Jews, let's get them. But Jews, like as the whole race of Jews, you can't blame them.
You're not be allowed not to say about anything. Yeah.
What?
You don't. They should be allowed, but they should just be a law. The hate, because the amount of hate's been going on. Yeah, the hate's been going on towards Jews. Something has to be in place.
Yeah.
Really, it should be a law to the Muslims, actually, not to everybody else, because it's fucking wrong. Because it's the fucking Muslims that are attacking the Jews in England.
Well, in England, but there are other people in the United States.
Yeah,
You have, like the KKK. They don't like non-whites, but they also don't like Jews either. Yeah. I've dated a guy. His father was a big-time attorney during the civil rights movement in the South, and he was Jewish, and they burnt a cross on their front lawn.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the name privately, and you can look it up.
Yeah, but that's what the Islamists actually congregate with people like that. Yeah, they do that. They in England, if you go on the streets when they do their demonstrations, you've got Nazis actually joining in with them. That's why they get away with putting up the fucking swastikas in our streets of London, which we've got that fucking elite car won't do nothing about it.
Yeah, well, there's big problems in the world. I mean, I don't know. Really, I think people should use their voice and rise up against it.
If you're black, white, Sikh, or Jewish in this country, you're second-class citizens. If you're Muslim, the law goes your way, regardless.
Oh.
Yeah? Regardless. Yeah.
So
why do you think people are converted?
What?
Why do you think they all converted to Islam? Because they know they get everything. The decisions go their ways with everything. They get their own way, and that's why they convert. Why do you think they convert in jail? Because they get better food in jail. That's why they convert to Islam, because they get better food. Everything. If they're in jail, they get treated better than most inmates than any other inmates.
The Chris Evans show said, I can help you out if you need a few bucks. That is so sweet of you. That's sweet. I don't know. I had somebody else there because I was doing a dog rescue that wanted to send me some money through PayPal, but for some reason it wasn't working. But I can put my PayPal thing in the chat if you'd like to help out. I'm also taking care of 4 stray cats outside. 2 of them are 6-month-old kittens that need to be fixed. So I'm going to be getting them fixed because it's a terrible problem. There's 20 million homeless animals in Mexico, and most people just turn a blind eye. I will not do that. I'm going to get these out. I'm going to do my part to reduce the problem.
There's more actual homeless people in Mexico in there, and animals. Really, are they?
You would be surprised. There's not. I don't spend that much time in the towns, so there are some homeless, and they're mostly addicts because you always find needles like where they're hanging out. But in the United States, the homelessness is completely out of control. I was watching a whole video about it last night.
Especially in LA now, and they're LA.
It was a whole thing about Skid Row. Oh my God. Welcome Alexis to the chat.
Oh, I know Alexis. I haven't seen her for ages.
I can drop was Winston Churchill a good or bad Jew? Well, I don't know about the Jew part, but I don't think he was a good person. I think that they're finding out more and more about, these people that a lot of the world put their faith in.
Winston Churchill was good because he stopped us being a communist country and stopped us, everybody being slaughtered here, and we would end up speaking German. And people like you, Birdfest, would be the first to be murdered and kicked out of this country by Adolf Hitler. So really, you should thank him because you are existing. You blame the fucking Jews for everything, but if Churchill won the war, you wouldn't be allowed in this country. It's simple as that. The same, but then again, your ideology is about the same as Adolf Hitler, isn't it? Because radical Islam don't like disabled people. They want to kill their disabled children, don't they? And it's funny how, like, where you have sex with each other if you have incest, and the most of the disabilities comes from it. No, leave her in there, Alex. Leave her in there. Leave her in there. Leave her in there.
Who is it?
And we all know you have sex. We all know you all have sex with your incest with a high deformity in your religion. It's because of insensory, and that is a problem. And then you dump them and put them into fucking care because you think they are a disgrace to your fucking religion. I'll put her in time out there. Put her in time out.
I didn't get to read this. Who are we talking about?
I'm on about, right, she was on about Winston Churchill, okay?
Who was it? Who? Bird Nest?
Oh, yeah, she's a radical Islamist. And,
that was so sweet of Chris. When Mel said, I don't want those people to like me, I don't give a toss. Who is she speaking about? Which people?
Muslims. Radical Islam. So it's radical Muslims.
Bird Nest is another one who's done saw all with his life and wants to blame the Jews for it. It's really unfortunate how many people just hate Jews. I've witnessed a lot of anti-Semitism because, my last name is definitely considered Jewish. And I stood up when I first came on the platform. I didn't know there was so much hatred towards Jews. So what I would do is say, hey, I'm a Jew. Get to know me. Maybe you'll see we're not all like that. Like you're stereotyping in a massive race of people. And I made friends with people based on that. But then because I was a Jew, I got attacked. Because I kept saying I was a Jew because I was championing for the Jews, right? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. They were calling for my death to the Jew-S, death to me. Fuck. I mean, you have no idea what the hell's gone on for me on this platform. And Israel doesn't even recognize me, so I don't get any of the benefits of being a Jew.
They just troll. They don't care about it. They just troll. If you don't go with their narratives, we all see what happens. Yeah. And you shouldn't have to justify yourself if your ancestors, you've got people in family like my grandparents, you don't have to justify yourself. And you shouldn't have to. Look, it says what more of these fuckers are like, yeah? Yeah? I get this all the time. All the fucking time. It hasn't fucking stopped since, 4 months now? It hasn't stopped. And all because I don't care what they fuck. I stay by fucking ground, yeah. No one has that, but some people turn their backs on me, yeah. I don't fucking care. I stand by fucking ground. I know what's right. I know why these demonstrations are full. Daniel's always he's from the States as well, I think. Daniel, and that's what it is. Fuck them. I always stick up for the underdog. And that's what I do. Fed up of people being attacked and that. And basically, that is it, really.
I don't really understand what he's saying. He says, Moses is a submitter Muslim. Jesus is a submitter Muslim. You're pagans. You kind of need to elaborate a little bit more.
I wish these cowards would come on the panel and have a discussion. Yeah?
Well, you're calling him a fucking idiot in the chat.
You know,
I'm not going to read that part.
I mean, we got a big demo coming up on Saturday. A very big one. Tommy Robinson is, and it's going to be a big one. This one, the last one went all right with no trouble. Everybody behaved, and the message has got to come through. You really got to start watching these documentaries to see what is happening in his. He's unravelled it, and he's unravelled more. He unravelled the BBC's corruption, the Hope Not Hate's corruption, and you really got to watch it. I'm going on the 27th because it's about time British people, when I say English people, I'm on about everybody with different backgrounds who are English to come and stand up against these fucking nutters. As far as I'm concerned, I've got no love for him anymore. But after the shit they put me through on it, I've got no love for him anymore. Just haven't. The radicals, not the normal, I should say. Who said he wants to lead the country, you dopey twat? He knows what he's talking. He doesn't want to lead the country, Baz. Should we let you run it, Baz? Should we let you run it? I don't know if it's a he or a she. For all I know, it could be Halima, to be fair.
Good evening to Den. And did I say welcome to somebody else that came in? Daniel Bear Sports.
I'll tell you what, Baz. I'll tell you what, Baz. We'll let you run the country and see how we get on, eh?
Were they Americans, the people threatening me for being a Jew? I don't know. They're people online hiding in accounts because they're a bunch of cowards.
Yeah.
Oh, Baz C is here. For fuck's sake, Tommy Robinson simply isn't educated enough to lead this country.
Did we say he wants to lead the country? Did we say that, Baz?
Chris, I can't get a Cash App because I'm having a problem with a bank account I had in the United States. They're holding me responsible for money that's not. It's a whole mix-up. So I can't have an account in the United States because these people they got it wrong and they think I owe money. I don't owe them, and so.
Chris, can you come on to see if this is really you, Chris? Don't give out anything yet, because I don't know if it's the real Chris CFC. Could be someone trying to get your details. Chris, come on.
Who's running for Parliament, Tommy?
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Have you seen the people who have run the country already?
I think Baz is that. I think it is the real Chris. Okay. Baz,
yeah, he was being so kind to offer to help, and the screwed thing is the only way I can get money is through Venmo or PayPal. I cannot get a Cash App without having a bank account in the United States, and they're holding me responsible for some money that's not even mine. They won't close the account, and so like they got 400 people had donated $400 to me, and they took it all. The bank did when I really needed that. I mean, you can't even believe what I've been through. I had to raise all this money, and then Venmo took it and gave it to the bank that's screwing with me. It's a joke. Anyway, so that's a little backstory why I'm all screwed up with the Cash App situation. I can't have one.
Why don't you monetize your channel?
My channel was monetized and then they demonetized me, so I don't know what I did that they didn't like, but
Because you kept playing music most of it.
I think it's the way I express myself. I cuss a lot. I'm not
I
sure.
think
And
this Bads is having a bit of a scouse moment at the moment.
Baz says he's going to come up. I'm assuming Baz is a man.
Yeah, he's a man who can't feel his feet.
Hey, you guys, have you hit the thumbs up yet? That would
Malibu.
be awesome if you can. What?
Malibu. He can't feel his feet.
Why?
Don't know. He said if he walks, he can't feel his feet. So if you dropped a big brick on his foot, he wouldn't feel it.
How long? Because that can be neuropathy. I can't feel the tips of my fingers in my right hand. This daddy. Okay. Here's what Bird Nest, everybody's favorite person. This dodgy J running cocaine out of Mexico to LA, and you think she broke probably all her daughters in the porn industry, sucking money out daily, monthly, yearly, till the pagan motherfucker see. Clearly, is he talking about me?
So are you? Hang on, let me answer this for you. So this dodgy Muslim in the chat who abuses their own daughter before they marry them off to their oldest brother and cause ancestries, and your mother slept with her brother. So the brother is your dad, and your sister is your mother. I think.
What are you talking about?
So come back from that, okay? Yeah? How about take that one? Yeah? At least they don't marry you off to it. I bet your father is your brother, Bird's Nest. Because that's what you do in your country, don't you? You force your daughters and son to marry the youngest people of your relatives into marriage.
You run the filthy industries, don't fucking line. What is this person talking about?
I don't know.
Who are they talking to first?
And who covers all the cocaine around Britain and that? And heroin? Oh, sorry, where did they grow the poppies? Oh, Afghanistan. Go and fuck yourself, Bird's Nest. You're flooding all the drugs because you're fucking growing it. Dickhead.
Mel said, could be me. LOL, Mel.
Yo.
Oh, you're the dodgy.
Right, easy.
That's funny. Hello, who's that?
How you doing, Easy?
I'm fine, thank you, and you?
I've been better, to be honest, but that could be worse, I suppose.
I heard from you for ages, mate.
I'm always around.
Hi, Andrea.
Can I first be a little bit of a dick? Just to
Sure.
address.
You don't have to. It doesn't take much for you to be one.
Just to address some knobbhead in the chat.
Baz, right?
Yeah. I'll go
Yeah, Malibu, sure for Barry. So Baz or Barry, whichever you prefer.
I like Baz. Nice to meet you. Thank you, Mel, for the compliment. Okay, go on. You're on. You got the floor.
Nice to meet you too. Firstly, I just want to say, Den Tarragon, shut the fuck up, man. You only ever talk shit to people who are fucking victims who can't do any shit back. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of your bullshit. Okay? You want to address it? We can do. Okay? And I can barely walk, and I'll still smash your fucking head in, you little faggot. Anyway, that's that out the way.
That was funny.
I don't find it funny. Honestly, I'm not kidding.
No, I just like it when people get back at people for things.
He's a bully. He only goes at people who are vulnerable. And even myself, for example, yeah. I was in a wheelchair about 2 years ago, Malibu.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I'm still not walking great now.
I'm sorry.
And he'll still like think he's big man. Like, yes, I'll punch your head in. These kind of bollocks. And he only addresses people who are vulnerable.
Yep, I get it, because they're doing it to me, and I'm considered a vulnerable person. I'm being trolled like every day, like crazy.
I don't count myself as one.
As a troll?
I don't count myself as vulnerable, especially not to some idiot like him.
Yeah, I don't like to say that I am, but I get dysregulated, and I get disassociation because I'm under so much stress. Yeah. So it's just sort of a reality, and I just want to say for anyone going through it that they shouldn't have to feel guilty if their health has rendered them semi-vulnerable. You know, like, it's still people. The level at which people that are vulnerable on here get attacked, it's pretty weird. Like, people get off on it, bullying some like older woman. Like, really?
Exactly, that's the whole point. There's certain people, men, who like to think of themselves as tough men. This is where I have a problem with it. Men who like to think of themselves as tough men, and the only people they get into fucking arguments with and start slagging off are people they see as vulnerable people. Now, I have an issue with that.
Yes, I agree. I mean, I would never. I had a guy who pretended to be my friend for almost 4 years on here, and then I because he blocked me, so I couldn't see him hanging out with the people attacking me. So then I see him in there with the people attacking me because I went under a stock account and somebody says, "Hi, Brian." I'm like, "Brian? Where is he?" So I switched the account. I come in, and I'd known him for almost 3 years. You know, countless times said he was going to off himself, and I talked him out of it.
Is this Brian Hale?
He turned on me with this whole group and then said that I was bullying a vulnerable person. I'm not a hypocrite like that. I would not bully, even though he's a jerk. And just because he's, has thoughts that might want to kill himself, that doesn't mean I don't have a right to call him out for what he did to me. He made up a whole channel.
But there's a thin line there. There's a thin line there, and I'm sure you'd agree.
Well, I'm not being abusive. I'm just saying he's being abusive. He has a whole channel dedicated to denigrating me and is hanging out with all these people saying horrible things.
Is it Brian Hale that you're referring to?
No, you don't know. He's from another community, like another pocket of YouTube. You wouldn't even know the guy. Like, he's got a channel. Nobody even goes there. I heavily supported him and helped him build his channel for 2 years. He was like my co-host. He's Scottish, and I was very, very, very good to him. And then they turned around and said that I was trying to bully the guy.
It's a tough one because, as you just stated, I don't know him. So, don't get me wrong. Hearing you now, you see him sincere.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard his side of the story, so I can't really comment on that.
Well, you should. It's always good to get all sides of an equation, but they're going to lie. If you spoke to him, he's going to tell you he was bullied. The next thing would be, show me your evidence, because there is no evidence of me bullying him unless they fabricated it, and he and his friends fabricate evidence. So that's why the YouTube court is a farcical, ridiculous concept. Like, no, justice is never served on YouTube. I've never seen it served.
Easy. You know what you should do next? Just where they're saying the word YouTube court, someone should start up a channel, and I'd suggest it would be a banger of a channel if we just started up and called it the YouTube court, and we just start judging everyone.
That would be really great. That's a great idea.
I done it once on here, didn't I? What I done, everyone who hated me, I modded everyone up. I did, and it was. I could start doing that.
Yeah, you modded me up as well
because they all hate me, Bears.
You modded me as well. I didn't ask for a mod, and I'm not asking for one now. But
the only reason why you're not a mod because it's a different station, mate. But I will because I need to mod you up.
No, I don't care. As long
as
if you see me get blocked in the chat, I would ask you to unblock me, but I don't want to be a
The
mod.
reason I'm doing it because you're on my regular, and if I know, I don't want you clones. So that's
I
why.
better hurry up and block him before you. I'm just kidding. I better hurry up and block him before you protect him.
No, I get blocked everywhere, Malibu. I get
Because
blocked
this is
everywhere.
the second channel, and I'm
Listen,
banned.
Baz, in all of the terrible things going on, I just sometimes try to bring a little bit of laughter into the thing because
Yeah,
there's
same.
so many
Same.
people being harmed here, and it's
I
just
don't know if
it's
you know.
really
I don't know if you
sad.
know what a scouser is, Malibu. But we
Well,
have
I've heard about Scouser, but tell me again the exact meaning.
a scouser is someone from Liverpool. My name is Barry.
Ah,
I'm from Liverpool.
Barry from Liverpool.
And
Yes.
he can't feel his feet, and he likes licking cars because that's all they're doing.
Do you have neuropathy?
And we have a very, very, very dry sense of humour and quite a short temper too.
A short temper? And
Yeah.
So wait, say that what you have about your sense of humor. What kind?
I've never heard him lose his temper, Baz.
That was so funny what you just said. You should make that a quote. That's your quote that you made. It was really good. Can you repeat what you said?
Baz?
No.
You said something really funny. I got to go back and listen to it. That was really great. I'm all about this like free flow
I
of
said a scouser.
comedy.
I said a
Oh, that's a
scouser.
scouser. Okay, and you said explain what a scouser was. Say it again.
A scouser is someone who's born in Liverpool, England.
Yeah.
Basically, they nick. They go in bin.
Fuck off, easy.
And
Don't start.
they nick people's car wheels. I'm only joking, Baz.
They nicked people's what? No, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this video to hear what he said. It was very
Malibu, the
very good.
stereotype of scousers is that we're all
Manchester. And
Okay. Well,
They
I
got-
consider myself more a Scottish. If I could have Scottish citizenship, so but I'm afraid of what's going on in Europe, so that's why I'm not doing it. But I can get dual citizenship there.
So where are you from?
Laddie, I am from sunny Southern California. But I come from a Highlander clan. From Inverness, near the loch, where Loch Nessie is.
California
Ness.
near Inverness. What the fuck are you talking about?
What'd you say?
You said you're from California near Inverness.
No. My family, darling, my clan. My clan's from
But I didn't ask that. I'm asking you, where are you from?
I'm from sunny Southern California.
Cool.
I'm from like Santa Monica. I'm West Side, and rap music.
West
Side. West Side, yeah. I'm from the West Side. For real. Whoops. And I dated a guy, an ex-gang member, and he was a West Side Crip who went down for 18 years. He was one of the biggest drug dealers in the LBC, like Snoop talks about. Dre talks about the LBC too. And
Beach.
yeah, and he became a writer, an actor. He got sober in jail, and he's got probably 20 years of sobriety
Not
now.
something that you should be celebrating though, like as an achievement.
What?
You basically just said you dated someone who was a drug dealer who went to prison. I guess.
No, because I think it's kind of cool. It shows that I believe that people can change. That guy was a bad guy. Well, he never hurt anybody. He was 18. He started doing drugs at 18. It's like he lived in the hood. There wasn't a lot of opportunity. He didn't have a dad around. So he started dealing, and he became the biggest dealer there. And then he wouldn't snitch, so he went down for 18 years. He got clean. There's books written about this guy. He's a very interesting guy who was accepted into, he was a lot of, sort of
What's his name, then?
His name is Dewan Verrett. Dewan Verrett. DJ Verrett. And look him up. Verrett. And it's Dewan, Dejuan. Dewan. Yeah, he's a public personality. I'm not doxing him. He's got music. He used to be on The Wizards of it's a TV show. Waverly.
Play one of his songs.
Well, easy to have to do it. I can try and find the video. There is a video that I really like.
I get struck, Baz. I get struck.
You can't. Well, you'll get struck. He's not like a fucking.
I'll get you one. It is an Eminem. It's not. He's like he doesn't have a musical career really. I don't think.
It's not like copyrighted and stuff. It's just a.
I mean, I would think he'd be happy people are sharing his music because he's really not well known. He's been trying to do the music as long as I've known him, and it goes back to we met in 20.
Yeah, but in America, it's hard to get into the music business in America. It's not like England, where in England you've got lots of independent labels. In America, all the top companies have really got it tight knit. But in England, they can get a contract with a small
easy. That's not necessarily true, right? Because it's not easy to get into record label in any fucking country. However, you could just start singing a song.
Especially.
You could start singing a song now, easy. Make it up off the top of your head. On your channel, right here, right now. And then that's your song. That's basically what the guy that she's referring to has done. He's not gone into a record studio.
Do you know how Ed Sheeran was found?
Copyrighted and all that.
Do you know how Ed Sheeran was found? He was busking in
LA. On the streets, homeless, yeah.
He was busking in LA, and what's his name? The one winning hospital.
Not LA. Ed Sheeran wasn't in LA.
Yes, he got picked up in it. What's his name? The one winning hospital, and he reckons Diddy was trying to kill him. You know, the black guy. He's a singer writer. I come to me anyway. He found him on the streets, and then he promoted him, and he put him up in his house, and that's how he got famous. Ed Sheeran.
Who? I want to know the black guy you're referring to now.
He's oh God, what's his name? He's very famous. He's hang on. He was in hospital.
We may have had this conversation before, but you'll have to forgive me whenever that happens. You know, I've got bad memory, don't you, Easy?
Mm-hmm.
And Malibu, if you're not familiar with
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
He found him. He saw him singing on the streets in LA. He just went over there looking for a contract, and Jamie Foxx found him on the street busking, and they took him home, put him up, and got him a record contract.
I'm still not buying that. Jamie Foxx didn't find Ed Sheeran.
He did. He did.
No,
he found Ed Sheeran. He found Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran has said it. He's the one who got him promoted, touted him around, and that's why he was popular. Then some of the rap artists in London gave him a contract in England as well, growing the grind scene. That's why he's respected, and that's how he got where he was. I'm telling you now.
I'll take your word for it, I suppose, but actually, no, I'm not going to take your word for it because I'd be going against my morals then, just taking someone's word for something I don't believe. But not a big deal. I disagree. I don't think that's true. But
I'll get the article up.
Hi, Ichabod. Hi, Kenny Evans. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Danny West. I'm just being like the Vanna White of your channel right now. If you know who she is, because she's the game show assistant.
He met Jamie Foxx, Qatar tuition in East London. Sorry, he was introduced to Jamie Foxx.
Danny West said Jamal Edwards found him on YouTube, Ed Sheeran. Well, we know. But you know what's coming out with this?
But I was partly right anyway.
Yes, yeah, he was supposed to. Yeah.
You know what's
Sheeran saying that he was homeless and he was found on the streets and
basically he was homeless in America. He went over there,
but I just don't remember him saying it was Jamie Foxx who done that as well.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx tutored him and put him up. Yeah.
Well, what's coming out with this P. Diddler thing is that, like most of these young people, they're all being trafficked sexually. There's some really bad shits going on, and it
Well,
just
they
shows you the evil underpinnings of the music business. It's so freaking evil.
But they were saying Jay-Z's even worse.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Yep.
And Will Smith as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be nonsense, though, hasn't it?
What?
It's got to be nonsense.
No, I don't think it is nonsense. I think that when they, I think that they're. Huh?
Hold on. Who is Jay-Z married to?
Beyonce.
And she's left him. Has
she left him?
Yeah, she has left
him. Yeah, but she doesn't want it.
I haven't heard that she left him, but my point
I haven't either.
To be, just to clarify the point I was going to make, for every fucking man of anywhere near my age, 10 years younger, 10 years older, if you pick a girl you wanted to be married to, Beyonce would be in your top 10, you know?
Yeah, but he's a bastard, Jay-Z.
Yeah, but they say that he actually was doing it with her before she was of age. There's a lot of weird stuff. Rihanna, the same thing, that Rihanna's parents were paid $450,000, and at 3:00 in the morning, Diddy or Jay-Z came to pick her up and brought her to America. I mean, this is child trafficking shit, and it's coming out.
I mean, Jay-Z's a snitch. He's a sneak, actually, because he's dropped Kid Diddy down, and that's why he's gone off the scene, Jay-Z, because he knows he's in bad trouble.
Oh, he does know that. That's why they said that the divorce rumors, because Beyonce does not want to get dragged into what's coming. She will anyway. I
wonder if Jennifer Lopez should get brought into this.
Oh, I think she should definitely be brought into it, because she was with Diddy for a long time. There's no way she didn't know what he was up to, and there's no way he wasn't doing it when he was with her too. No way. No how.
It's weird, isn't it? Because they're all friends. R. Kelly, him.
Oh, and R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Also, he married Aaliyah when she was 15 or 14, and he didn't really have the sufficient paperwork of her being, given. There's a word for it. Maybe you'll remember her independence as an underage person, of freedom from her parents. And they were having sex with her, and she was underage minor, and then R. Kelly married her, and he did not have the proper paperwork to do that. He did not, because what a lot of these parents do, like Justin Bieber's mother signed, let Diddy be his caretaker.
You can't marry someone who's legally not of age.
Yes, you can in America. There's some states in America they could do that.
Yeah, there are some states. I think Kentucky is one of them. But the parents have to write a thing. They have to acknowledge in the court that they're allowing it.
Look at the leak, right? So Aaliyah was Quincy Jones' niece. Dionne Warwick is...
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Alicia
Keys.
No. Dionne Warwick is, Aaliyah. That's
I thought you were saying Alicia Keys also.
Yeah, okay. Whitney Houston is Aaliyah's cousin. And that all are died. They all have died. And there was rumours Quincy Jones tried to get Tupac into bed when he was dating Aaliyah.
Yep. That's what you hear a lot about that if you go into that rabbit hole. Yeah.
So it's happening. The incident at Manchester Airport. They are demonstrating outside Rochdale Police Station because a Muslim bloke got kicked in the head by a policeman, which is known to be a terrorist. Guess what's happened? That you guess it, that community are outside Rochdale Police Station. But when there's thousands of girls being raped and pillaged in that town, not one has gone outside that police station.
makes you feel sick is Carry On with Jay-Z. JC is a horrible fucking man. I can't stand
Horrid.
Jay-Z.
Horrid.
I can't stand Jay-Z. But Ice Cube reckons he's under threat, doesn't he? He reckons he's going to be killed one day.
Well, think about how many people they've taken out, and they have. And then the suspicions surrounding Kim Porter's death with regards to Diddler. I mean, they took her out, man. They took her out.
So it makes you think about Aaliyah, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, totally, totally. I think, no, if you read about that case, she said she did not want to get on that plane. It's like she knew something bad was going to happen, and they forced her. In fact, they drugged her and dragged her on that plane because she did not want to get on that plane. Seriously, if you look into it, it is fucking scary.
Malibu, may I ask?
Yes, sir.
Do you smoke weed?
I smoke cannabis medicine for my physical and emotional health issues, but I'm not like your average recreational user. I'm a patient. So yes, I believe in it, and I advocate. I'm sober. I've been sober.
I'm not going to criticize you for it. I used to smoke weed.
Yeah.
One more question. Do you think that weed smokers in general lean more towards conspiracy theories, or have a little bit more paranoia in general?
I don't know, because I don't associate with people that are recreational weed users, because I use it as medicine. So I don't know. I couldn't comment on that. I don't hang out smoking weed with people.
So when you got your medical license for weed, you're telling me you never had a joint before that? Only when the doctor recommended it?
I started smoking weed when I was 12 and a half.
Exactly. Okay? That's exactly what I'm getting at. Okay. So, and me too, by the way, so I'm not criticizing you. I smoked weed when I was 13.
I quit when I was 14 because I was introduced to cocaine, and I didn't like weed because weed made me paranoid.
Makes you even more paranoid.
It makes you paranoid. That's why I don't like it.
Cocaine is way worse than weed.
No shit. I agree with that. So, but in any case, I don't.
Talking about all this conspiracy stuff that you're talking about.
Which is conspiracy? What's conspiracy? What part?
Everything that we've just spoke about for the last 20 minutes.
Well, it's conspiracy is real. Conspiracy theory, that's another thing.
Do you know what the word conspiracy means?
It's when people are conspiring to do something covertly.
Yes.
Basically.
More than one person making a plan. That is what it means.
Yeah. So there are things.
The modern consensus of it and the way that I was using it is in the conspiracy nonsense.
Right, but what you're saying everything in the last 20 minutes to just give the bullet points. What topics were covered that you consider conspiracy theories? Which ones?
You'd have to run me back by them, to be honest.
Because I would like to address it, but I don't. I'd have to go back and listen to it because I don't remember. But no, it has nothing to do with smoking. Listen, it has nothing to do with cannabis. The way I think about things, I thought this way about things before. I only started using cannabis like 6 years ago because I had a health crisis and I didn't want to be on opiates and benzos.
Okay.
So I never would have been doing it. What?
I was born in 1986. I'll just.
You're just
one second.
You're a youngin.
1 second. So I was born in 1986.
Yeah.
And up until about 2006, I smoked weed. Obviously not from fucking birth, but from a teenager up until 2006, I smoked weed. And the only reason I stopped was because I had to pass a drugs test to get on railway work. And to help me stop, because I couldn't sleep at night when I'd suddenly stopped smoking weed, I started drinking beer. And I still drink beer to this day, which is way worse than what smoking weed was. Way
I
worse.
agree. I don't do alcohol. I haven't had a drink in almost 31 years. I don't drink. I don't do drugs.
I'm just saying. I'm just being on. I'm just putting my cards on the table. It's way worse. So if I say something about smoking weed, I'm not criticizing. I'm really fucking not.
You're saying alcohol is way worse than cannabis, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
true. I would much
100%.
rather see people at the end of the day, instead of having alcohol, have just a couple little puffs. That's all you need. You don't need a lot just to relax.
Yep.
It works really well.
Agreed.
But I don't ever do sativa. I only do indica mainly. And the problem with that is that for me, when I use indica during the day, it makes me tired. And when I'm tired, I feel depressed. I want to have energy so I can go out and do things. But I have chronic nausea. And if I don't use the cannabis, I'm literally on the verge of throwing up all day. And I have no appetite. So if I had not used this, I literally would have died of malnutrition.
Do you know what? It was the same for me when I was smoking weed. If I didn't have a joint, I didn't really want to eat. And strangely, it's the same now with beer. I don't really want to eat until I've had a couple of beers.
Oh,
which is
interesting.
not good. Which is not good.
Well, drinking on an empty stomach, that was always one of my favorites because I like to get the effect as quickly as possible.
No, I don't drink to get drunk. I really don't. Easy,
I believe you. I did. I drank to get drunk, but that's years ago.
Easy, you've spoke to me for a considerable amount of time now. I wouldn't call it a long time, but a reasonable amount of time at least. Have you ever heard me slurring my words and stumbling and being moronic because I'm drunk?
Yeah, no, I'm really joking. No, I haven't actually. No.
And no one else has either.
Oh my God, they try to say that you're slurring. Okay, I don't use enough cannabis to slur, and I don't even know if it's possible to slur on cannabis. But what happens is, because of my sick stomach, I have to eat a candy or a mint if I smoke a cigarette, or I'll throw up. So when you have something in your mouth, it alters the way your voice sounds. Oh, she's slurring. It's like, I ain't slurring, and who gives a fuck anyway? But I'm not slurring. Like, these trolls, they just want to make a thing out of anything they can. It's so stupid.
You sure they're not referring to me slurring?
Oh, I don't know. But and then I looked it up, and if you're depressed, guess what? You can slur sometimes if you are depressed. I never knew that. Did you know that?
I disagree with that. I don't think that's true. I don't think depression would cause you to slur or not slur. I don't think that's true.
Well, we can do a Google search and I'll read it to you. But I literally looked it up. I looked up, can you slur as a side effect of, not medication, of depression? And it said yes. So let me see if I can find it. I need to get my glasses. I'll look on another device. I'll read it to you.
It's fine. Don't go and look it up, because
don't look at it.
Even when you read the article to me, I'm still not going to buy it. If I'm being honest, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm not. So you'd be wasting your time.
Wouldn't that be something that you would want to like at least research to debunk it? You just want to arbitrarily say nope, that's not true, versus like making like an educated decision based on.
Considering I'm an alcoholic.
You're an alcoholic?
Unfortunately, who suffers with depression since about at least the age of, say, 22, and I'm now approaching 40. I'd like to think I have at least a little bit of insight about depression.
Are you so you're a functional alcoholic?
No one, drunk or sober, has ever heard me slur a single fucking word. Never.
Oh, when I used to drink, I used to slur a lot.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not conducive to depression.
Oh, I was going to look that up. Okay, regardless if you believe me or not, I'm just telling you that
It's not
But
about whether I believe you or not. I'm living it.
Well, yeah, but everybody's different. I'm not saying not everybody has all the same symptoms within their diagnosis of what's going on with them. Not everybody's the same, you know. Hold on. So like it's like side effects. You could take a drug and you get one side effect, and I take it and I get a different side effect. You know how it is. So we're not all the same. We're not all built the same. And I've lost my freaking glasses again. Let me make sure this isn't on airplane mode. I'm gonna have to go soon because
Yeah.
I'm forcing myself to take walks every day. And I don't like being out when it's dark. Okay, so let me just look it up. Ow. I have to find my glasses. I'm typing it in. I'm not the best typist.
What's your team again, Easy?
Sorry?
Football team. What's your team again?
Concerning a symptom of
Just while she looks that up. Brentford. Brentford.
Yeah.
Are you still in the? Are you still in the Prem?
Yeah. Yeah.
How are you feeling about next season then?
We'll go down.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we've got a few players in, but I think we might go down this season. Yeah. Let's see.
Is that cunt still there, that Ivan Tony?
He still is, but I can't wait till he fucking goes. Yeah, he's a bit of a pain in the arse. Just said him, just go.
Don't you think he's good for you? Don't you?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him for not that. I think he can do better. No offense.
Cheeky sod.
I swear, because he, if nothing else, he's good from corners and throw-ins and all that crap, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we'll struggle as well. To be honest with you.
Sorry.
Everton, I think we'll struggle as well.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a bad season too.
Everton can't afford him.
No, I'm not saying we want him. I'm just saying I think we'll have a bad season.
Oh well, I mean, I might say we have a. I just think that'd be too strong for us. The Premier League this season, but then again, they could surprise us. I'm not expecting. I'll just be
do
happy
what we
to
always
stay.
fucking do and just about dodge relegation.
Yeah.
We'll probably have a good FA Cup run or something like that.
I don't know.
Losing the quarterfinals.
Are you still looking for that, Malibu?
Yes, I am, and not much comes up in a search for it.
Hey, yeah.
So I don't even know where the hell I.
Oh, Den's got a question for you, Baz.
Go on, Dan.
Easy ask, Baz. Has Tommy? Is he going to?
You put it up on the screen, bro. I can read.
Put
it back on the screen then.
Okay, lad. Okay, lad. There you go. There you go.
I suppose Tommy is going to be running the country. The reason he jumped on, after all. I said Tommy will never be running the country. Then what are you talking about?
I never said he would, though, Den. Baz. Why do you think that?
Wait, Baz. Tell us how Tommy Robinson. Oh, easy. Come on. You can't put long sentences up like that. Listen, I'm a quick reader. I'm not that quick.
Sorry.
While we wait, Baz, tell us how Tommy Robinson is going to be running in the country. I said he will never be. What I said was, I don't think he's educated enough to be running the country then. That's what I said, and that's what I've always said. Is that not what I said, Easy?
Yeah, and I said he's never said he would. Yeah.
This then, honestly, I'm not even going to get into it with him, to be honest, because it'll just go sideways.
Why would it go sideways?
I dislike the guy and he dislikes me.
I don't know if he dislikes you. I don't know. He knows you, does he?
Yes.
Oh, it was over the fat Dan, innit?
No, it was over him. It was over him. Basically trying to make that Sean. You know the one who used to call himself King James?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to make him kill himself and all that kind of shit, man. I'm not down with that shit, man.
I don't think he wanted to kill himself.
Lad, he was literally saying it to him on live streams and then showed up outside his door and everything. Fuck him.
Sorry for the cough. Can I just butt in for a second because I was wrong?
Please do.
It's not
Please
from
do, because we need a
depression.
subject change.
It is stress and anxiety can cause slurred speech. If you'd like, I can read just a little bit about it. It's not a long thing. Would you like to hear it really quick?
Yeah.
If you want
Stress
to.
and anxiety are things that many Americans deal with every single day. While some of the effects of stress and anxiety on the body are well known, such as loss of sleep and weight loss, not everyone knows that when stress and anxiety become severe, it can also affect one's ability to communicate effectively. One of the most common ways that speech can be affected is that speech becomes slurred. I have GAD, I have extreme panic anxiety.
God.
This is where it came out of. Slurred speech.
Malibu, sorry to interrupt you, but
yeah.
So this is one of the way it can affect Americans.
Yeah, so I guess it doesn't happen to you guys.
So what? So as an Englishman, I wouldn't have the same effect, no?
I guess, or they're not. Well, you'd have to look it up in your country if they're saying anything about it.
In my country, the effects of an illness is the same in every fucking country. What you've just read out is nonsense.
No. Side effects are not the same for everybody. Not everybody suffers the same side effects. It's not true.
No, not everybody suffers the same side effects, no.
But
it doesn't matter about your nationality.
Well, I don't know. It's just the way that person wrote that. That's
actually angered me. I'm not gonna lie.
But why would it anger you? Why would it anger you?
Because I have that issue myself. And you're
Do you have panic anxiety?
Americans.
Do you have panic anxiety? I didn't write the thing. Do you have panic anxiety?
Yes, I have anxiety and depression.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that because I know how hard it is to live with it. I mean, for me anyway, it's pretty rough.
Yes, I know. And listen, I know you wasn't like trying to insult me or put me down or anything. I know that, but
I have it, so it's not a slight to you because I have
read just to say this is how it affects Americans. That's bullshit. That's how it affects everybody.
That's dumb. Yeah, but then here's another article, and they're not saying anything about Americans to do with it. And this is dated October 10th, 2020. Slurred speech and anxiety causes and treatments. So you can go into a whole thing. I think it has to do because, panic anxiety is so debilitating to so many people. People don't realize how hard it is to live with it. They really don't know. When you have it bad, it's so fucked up.
The biggest issue with me, it has me instantly on the back foot. So I'm ready. I'm almost ready to jump on the front foot, if that makes sense.
Is that a good thing?
Nope.
Okay, then I don't like that for you.
Not when you're 5'6" tall.
Well, listen.
I'll defend myself at all costs, and I'm ready to do it before a problem even occurs.
But sometimes maybe you're defending yourself when you don't even need to. Like right now.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah. So you and I are talking about it, and I have this. This why I know about it because I was looking up. I wonder if any of my conditions, I have CPTSD too, could cause slurring, and that's how I found it. Because these people keep accusing me, you're slurring. It's like the whole point for them is to make me out to be a liar that I don't drink. But I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in almost 31 years. So but when you get trolled online, This is what they do.
31 years.
Yes, 31 years.
So how old are you?
November 10th, 1992. I'd rather not comment just because I hate being labeled, by my age as being, old
The
or
only
not
reason I'm
old.
asking, by the way, is because you don't really sound old.
I needed to be in recovery when I was 16. I wrecked 2 cars I totaled in 1 year, drinking,
So how old
driving.
are you?
I'm not in my 40s anymore. That's all I'll say.
So you're in your 50s. Okay.
Yeah, close enough. So the thing is that I know a lot about things,
You're in
darling.
60s.
I have been studying psychology since I'm 17. I went to college at 17, and I know a lot about psych issues because I've had family members with severe psych issues that were, like my father. His treatment of me really, really damaged me. So, and that's do you have CPTSD? Because that's usually comes out of like childhood trauma and such. So yeah, I've been up against all this stuff, and I've been trolled like mercilessly on YouTube for 7 years, being poked and poked and poked when I've shown my medical. Like, just fucking leave me alone. I've shown my medical. I'm a vulnerable person. Leave me the fuck alone. Now, I don't like to say that because I'm not weak, but when you are going through a lot, and then your ability to handle things, I don't know if you get disassociation. Do you get dysregulated?
You don't have to prove nothing. You don't have to prove nothing to anybody.
Unless you choose to. No, you don't.
Because
no, but it got so bad.
Malibu,
I was like,
Malibu, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I've seen you on a different channel.
Which one?
A guy called Mike Topping.
I'm not sure. That doesn't sound familiar. But people run around in sock accounts of me saying bullshit, and it's not even me. They do that too. I mean, I'm under a very major attack on YouTube. It's been going on for a very long time. Nobody seems to give a shit, but I was almost pushed over the edge. And it's like, it's so sick the way people behave. It becomes, for me, it's just mind-boggling because I totally believe in helping. If somebody's down, like, give them a hand. That's kind of how I feel. Don't sit there and spit on people's heads, people that are suffering. It's so ugly. So ugly. I have a really great quote that says something. People that like to prey on vulnerable people are actually very, very weak. If you have to get your power out of harming others, you are a weak individual, or something like that. It's a really great quote.
Well, you can't say something like that and then say it's a quote. But yeah, I get what you mean, and I totally agree.
It's not a quote.
It can't be a quote if you're saying it and saying it's something like that.
It can't be.
I mean? A quote means it's direct. So, for example, if I said, and Easy, forgive me for this, right? Just forgive me and just bear with me for a minute. If I said, Easy is a dickhead, and then tomorrow you said, I'm going to quote Baz said, Easy is a dickhead, that's a quote. Because that's exactly what got said.
Right.
It can only be a quote if you're quoting exactly what was said.
Okay. I am kind of out of it, so I have to go back and listen to even answer that.
That's fine. It's no problem.
I have stress brain. When you have stress brain, it's...
Me too, man. I've got alcohol-related brain damage. Trust me.
Oh, God, that's terrible. Yeah. I had a lot of brain damage from drinking at a young age and doing drugs at a young age. But I do think that the brain is resilient, and I believe they lie to us when they say once your brain cell dies, you can never, you don't get it back. You can't create more brain cells.
No one's ever told you that. Your cells can regenerate. Certainly.
No, they used to tell us. is that was the big thing, like in the 70s, pushing against drug addiction is like,
Oh, well,
you're
yeah, well, maybe in the
creating,
70s, for fuck's sake, you're talking 50 years ago.
right, so they're saying about brain damage, that was the big push to try and get people to not
Yes.
do it.
Well, what I'll tell you is, I'm sure I'll speak to you on this channel again at some point, yeah?
Probably.
And I'm sure
I'm around.
That in the long run, listen, I'm not trying to say like I'm the smartest person in the world or anything, because I'm certainly not. But I'm sure for anyone who's diagnosed with brain damage, I'm sure you'll agree. I'm doing okay for brain damage.
You sound good. You said you had brain damage before? Or you just said it right now, alcohol, from the alcohol?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, as I said, I relate. And you are doing great. What are you talking about? I would never in a million years think that you sound like you are gravely affected with some kind of brain damage. I don't hear it,
Yep. I appreciate that, and that's how I like it to be. That's what I like to hear, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's to be able to, obviously you're
It is
doing
true, though. It
great.
is the truth. So, for example, like, I'll wake up tomorrow morning and I'll say to my girlfriend, she'd be lying in the bed next to me. I'll say to my girlfriend, "Did we pay the rent?" Like, just things like that, And
Mm-hmm.
honestly, even down to silly things like, "Hey, Paige, did I eat yesterday?"
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. But when it's
Mm-hmm.
just in a general conversation like this, I can hold my own as good as anyone, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Even, dare I say, better than many.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's true. Well, I'm really happy to have met you. And you know what the great
Oh,
thing
thank you
is
very
when
much.
people, yeah,
Not
and
many
when
people on YouTube. Not many people on YouTube come across me and say they're happy to have met me. Isn't that right, Easy?
he's probably having a cigarette. Took a cigarette break.
I've got to go for a pee
I
myself. I'll be right back.
Okay, go take a pee. I personally look. We are all different, and I think it's great when we can agree to disagree and not hate each other for not agreeing upon the same things. I mean, there are some things that are not non-negotiable, whatever that is, but in many cases, it's like, okay, I can't convince you of something other than what you believe. It's not my job. You can't convince me of something. I mean, if it's going in that direction, and so that's just a topic we can't meet upon. So we'll just leave it alone, because I'd rather get to learn more about who you are as a person than get bogged down in some stupid political thing. I'd rather, as just know you as a human, and my opinion on something that you don't just agree with, like to have to convince you to believe what I believe is not important to me, because I want to forge really good communications with people all over the place, because we're all in the same boat, living in the time we're in. And so if we could somehow come together and work together to make this world a better place. I really believe in that. I do. I mean, it may sound kind of Pollyannish, but um, the world is in trouble, and those of us that are here, I mean, yeah, it's a dangerous world we're in. So the more people we can bring together over issues, and like I said, as long as it's not, there are certain things you just go, okay, you want to believe that, I'm over here, but I want to still continue to talk to you about other things. So let's just still keep talking. That's how I feel about it. So I only filled up the space because one went to go wee and the other one went to have a cigarette or make some phone calls or something. I'm not sure where Easy went. But I do have to go soon because I was quite tired. And do you have difficulty sleeping?
I do, yeah. I have
Yeah.
real bad sleeping problems. Not only that, I have fucking noisy ass neighbours.
Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah. But
That's
just
cool.
before I have to bid you farewell soon too because my battery's really low as well.
Okay.
I think it was a pleasure to meet you. To be honest,
Thank you.
serious.
Well, I appreciate that.
Even though we've had we've disagreed on a couple of points and blah blah blah, it's not like combative, is it?
It doesn't need to be. I think this is an
Exactly.
example. Like, you got to find common ground with people, and you don't blow up the potential of a really good relationship communication with other humans. For there may be things that you have to. You say, I absolutely
it's not
want.
about that. To me, it's not about that because
Is that you, Kitty?
to me, it's about
Hello.
you don't really need to belittle someone else to make yourself feel better.
True. Yeah, I love that. I agree. Hi, Cosmic Kitty. Hi, Cosmic. Oh, India. Hi, India. I'm sorry, Baz. I just saw a bunch of people in the chat.
Oh no, it's
Yes,
fine.
I really
And I do
enjoyed
just
the
want to say one more
conversation.
thing to you, and I'll make this my last point to you. I'm sorry to interject on you there, Kitty. One more thing I want to say to you. There's a couple of people, and Easy, I don't know if you'll like me saying this, so you feel free to berate me if you don't. There's a couple of people on this YouTube, around this YouTube, that I think you would find very constructive to meet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Will you come to my
Easy
channel?
knows all the same people I do.
Okay,
And the
well,
first
can
one that
you?
comes to mind, the first one
I
that comes
want
to
the
mind
link.
is there's a guy called Luke. I don't know if you know him.
I don't know.
He can be a cunt, as he'll admit himself, but he's quite a clever lad, and he gives good insight into things.
Okay. Well, if you can drop a link in the chat, that would be cool. Or if someone could, a link to that person's channel.
Would it be okay if I say his channel name? Easy.
Why are you promoting other people?
I'm asking you, would it be okay?
He doesn't
Well, then
no.
just tell Easy to put it in the private chat, okay?
He's doing the
No.
private chat.
Put it in the private chat then if he doesn't want
I'm
that.
on my phone. I can't get to the private chat. Easy knows the
Well,
channel name.
can you come to my channel and just leave links in the comments, please? Because I really want to know.
I can't.
You can't? Later, I mean.
Well, I'm on my phone and I can only see. Is your channel name just the exact same name, Malibu Sky?
Yeah, but be careful. There's a lot of people cloning me and lying about me. You can't believe how many hit pieces are lies
Luke,
about
have you really
me.
got a problem with me trying to link it to Luke's channel? Is that an issue? If it is, don't get me wrong. I'll heed.
What happened? I'm in the darkness now. What happened?
Just put it in the private chat, Baz.
I can't get to the private chat, lad.
You can't. Don't worry. Don't worry.
He doesn't go live anyway. He doesn't go
Can
live anyway.
Can I just?
Well,
how do I?
Every day.
Do you go live, Baz?
No, I don't do lives. No.
You don't.
No, I'll get myself in trouble if I don't lives.
Really?
Yeah.
Look, I'll tell you what it is, Baz. The reason I'm not to you should put me in the middle with this because you know what's going on in the past.
I know. Him and you.
Yeah, but why did you do it, Ed? Why did you do it?
That's anybody that's giving him a hard, giving Easy a hard
you
time.
think it mean nothing there. What I'm saying is people in there who dislike Malibu as well.
Oh, they dislike me over there too?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
I
one
haven't
woman
come across that,
goes
to be
there.
honest.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
well,
up to you. Do what you want, but you know, come on, Baz. Rub it in.
Okay, listen, I know you and Luke don't get along. I know that.
Anybody that's against Easy is going to be against me because I'm a supporter.
He's not against me, such. He
Malibu.
doesn't have no beef. It's squash though, but you know.
Oh, you
That's
squashed
not
it?
true, Malibu, because he doesn't give me shit because I talk to Easy. That's not true.
Okay.
No, he doesn't give him shit. No.
He give me shit, but not because I talk to you.
I'll just put his link in for dear God. It don't bother me. That's good.
Can I just say it?
Well, just say
I
it.
thought so, honey, because I may not be able to find it. Some people don't come up easily in searches.
It's not such
Oh,
a big
his
thing.
will.
Just say it. I'm not so petty. Yeah.
I'll
It's
just get it
based-
from what?
Based
You say
Luke, UK. One word.
Based news.
Based Luke.
Oh, based Luke. Okay, if I
Okay.
can't find it, I'll
That's
ask.
one word, no spaces.
Easy.
No spaces.
Fantastico. Thank you.
There's
How you
UK
doing,
at
Malcolm?
the end of it.
I am sorry for that, Easy, but I think we should all.
Hi, Kitty. Hi,
I
Kitty
haven't
think we
got
should all do that for
nothing
each other.
against Luke anymore. I haven't got nothing against Luke anymore.
I know. You never did anyway. You never did anyway, really. He gave you a load of shit.
I
But
got
it was
that.
only comical, man. He wasn't like.
Everybody. Say hello to Kitty. Baz.
Hi, Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
I didn't leave right away because I like Kitty.
Hi, Kitty.
I am a fan of the kitty. She knows I don't.
Malibu, actually. So
What'd you say,
I'm
honey?
a fan of Malibu.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm telling you, this girl and I, we are kind of like soulmates. Like, we have some very interesting connection, I think.
Well, that's terrible. Look at the demon eyes on her cat picture.
She is not a demon at all. She is
I didn't
such a
say she
warm.
was. I said look at the demon eyes on the cat picture.
Oh, yeah.
No, Baz said she was a demon. Baz said she was a demon. Yeah.
She fucking is, actually.
Baz is trying to push trouble today.
How? Am I?
I'm just playing, man.
Okay, good. Don't be serious like that about Kitty.
I'm going for a week.
I know the kitty. Listen, I got to know her, and I've seen how she behaves, and I know she's a decent person. In my engagement with her, she could have easily gone after me and started talking shit, and she didn't. So that really impressed me, because usually, you know, when you fall out with someone on YouTube, or you say, I can't support you because these other friends of mine aren't cool with you, the whole thing erupts. Didn't happen with her at all. She just goes on with
Kitty,
life.
are you the same person that I'm thinking of who's had major mad beef with Fat Dan for a long ass time, like a decade maybe?
What, me?
Yes.
I don't get on with Dan, no.
I didn't ask you to get on with him. I said you've had major beef.
I've moved past it. Like, I don't think about it
Anymore.
No, it's irrelevant.
Anymore. But you used to, yeah? I'm just trying to clarify.
What is the point of that? Because if it's harassing, if those people are harassing her, maybe she doesn't want to talk about it.
Well,
I don't know what you mean exactly.
I would suggest it. I would suggest it was the other way around, if I'm being honest. Even though he's a cunt, and he'll admit that himself.
Oh, I'm not bothered about Dan at all.
Anyway, how's Miss Kitty been doing?
Oh, I've just been keeping myself to myself, really.
Yeah, you haven't been streaming much, huh? I haven't seen you, I don't think.
I've just been offline, really. It's just because there's not many decent people left to talk to.
Yeah, I get you. But you could always come and do a stream with me, and we can just shoot the shit.
It's just dead zone. When I go live, no one comes in except bullying. So
yeah, no, I get it. I'm not unaware of what goes on. She says it like I don't know.
From different people, it's weird. So I don't really bother now.
I want to go to another platform. I have resisted the TikTok thing, but I think I'm going to go on TikTok.
That's another issue I have. So for example,
TikTok has
Kitty,
restrictions, though. That's the problem.
Kitty, so for example, if I jumped in your live stream, and I don't know, maybe after having this chat tonight, maybe tomorrow on your live stream, maybe you'll say, "Oh, Baz said this and that because I don't like Fat Dan." and I think he was bullying me, then obviously I'm going to have a retort in your comments, and then you'll say, look, and now he's back bullying me again. That's not bullying. Do you understand what I mean?
No,
You don't get what I mean?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If I retort, for example, retort means it basically means I disagree. I'm coming back on something that you said.
Why? What have I said?
No, I'm just using it as an example. I'm not actually retorting anything right now. I'm just saying, if I did, you would say, oh, Baz is bullying me. Do you not understand the premise?
I don't think we've spoken that much.
Me and you, we spoke quite a bit, like, not loads, but we spoke a bit.
So you wouldn't really know how I'd respond.
No, that's not the point. I was doing a hypothetical. I'm saying, in what I'm saying to you right here, right now, if you fired up a stream and said, oh, well, Baz was bullying me, he was saying this, then I retort it and say, I fucking wasn't bullying her at all. I was just trying to be civil, and she might have took it that way, but that doesn't mean I was. Do you understand?
Maybe.
What, maybe you understand? You either do understand or you don't.
Well, I'm not talking about Fat Nan.
Oh, I'm not either. I'm talking about me. Do you not get what I'm trying to put across to you? It's fine if you don't. It's okay.
No, not really.
Okay, that's okay. I don't really know how to explain it any better, so I'll just leave it at that. That's fine. No problem. Easy, come back. My battery's low anyway, so if I end up mid-sentence and end up just dipping out, it's not that I've left or ran away or any shit like that. It's because my battery's died. Let's change subject then, Kitty.
I'm just confused. That's all.
Well, we'll change the subject totally, won't we? Favourite movie genre, anything like that?
Not really. I just don't have specifics because I watch loads.
Well, I'll give you mine right off the top of my head. I think, and I've always been the same, I'm a bit of a nerd for this. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, all them shit. I'm a proper nerd for that shit. Love it. I even bought the game on the PlayStation. It cost me like £57. It was fucking shit. The game was shit.
Do you game?
Yeah, I play FIFA, which is football if you don't know, and
Yeah,
Call of Duty.
I know FIFA. Yeah,
and Call of Duty. I buy them same two games every year. That's it, really. and I occasionally get the odd little different one. My girlfriend, she likes horror films and she likes horror games as well. So
Yeah.
she'll buy things like Resident Evil, shit like that.
I like all sorts of games. I'm a bit of an all-rounder, I would say.
Yeah, I did like I am a UFC fan, but the UFC game is crap. I've bought it 3 times, and every single time it's been shite. I'm never buying it again.
I play Farming Simulator and
That's on your phone, though, isn't it? That one.
GTA.
GTA, I play GTA, but I don't really even like it. I just play that to pass some time. I'm hoping the new GTA comes out soon. I will get it. Like.
Yeah, that's coming out next year in March. I think.
But they've been saying that for the past 5 fucking years.
But I believe it might come out later than in the year because
I hope so. Yeah, I hope.
definitely 25.
And do you know how much money they'll charge for it? It'll be about 120.
A lot.
Yeah, 120 quid for the download version.
Wouldn't surprise me at all.
It will be 100%.
You know, games used to be minimum of 30 quid, didn't they? And then
Yeah.
started there, and they've gone up to 40.
30, 45 quid. That was the range one.
And all these DLCs, you buy them on top now.
Yes.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy, man.
You best wait until discount.
Yeah, no shit, yeah. Especially with something like Call of Duty, because when I play Call of Duty, for example, I don't want to play it with 70 different maps, because then you can never really get familiar and get good on that map. Do you know what I mean? Better off where you're just playing the small maps. So you got 4 or 5 different small maps, and then you get used to each fucking map, and you can do good.
I've not been over this side of the community for a long while, so I'm not caught up with everything over here.
No, don't worry about that when you're talking to me. We're just talking nonsense about games. Anyway, I am going to keep talking, but if I randomly just cut off mid-sentence, seriously, my phone battery is getting really low. So don't think I've just fucking ignored you and fucked off, okay?
StreamYard does eat batteries, I've noticed.
Oh, yeah, kills my battery on my phone. It really does. And the phone charger's in the bedroom, and my girlfriend's in there asleep, so... Oh.
It's quieting down on YouTube, I've noticed, right? Like a lot of streams are very quiet.
I disagree. It's been going ham lately.
Really?
Yeah.
I must have missed it all then.
There's a lot of mayhem going on lately. From what I like to call our little corner of YouTube.
What's been going on? Are you allowed to say?
Just bickering. The same old shit, but a lot more people doing it. Can't really name names, can I? Because then I get dragged into it.
A lot of the good channels, a lot of the good people are going, and it's just left with a few people that like an argument. I reckon.
I like an argument.
I can't go live on my channel without someone having a go at me or talking shit, you know. So I just tend to ignore my chat now, like, because you know, I don't get as many in anymore.
I don't do streams. If I could get any decent amount of viewers, I probably would do streams, but I don't. I don't get any viewers, and I would shoot myself in the foot in the long run anyway. To be honest, I would end up saying or doing something stupid to get my channel banned. You know what I mean? That's the truth.
There's always a clone of everyone. It's like you're being cloned.
I'm being cloned.
Yeah.
Oh, Barry Colgan, is it?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not typing in the comments, so whoever it is typing is not me. Like,
I was saying there's clones of everyone.
Oh, yeah.
I don't get those people who clone.
Yeah, we've all had it. We've all had that shit. Not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
People take this shit too serious and personal, man, and get upset about it.
It's just,
Don't worry.
I mean, for me, I have like 500 accounts cloned of me. It's ridiculous.
What, 500? Come on, I think you're exaggerating now.
No, I'm not. Not exaggerating.
I think you are, personally, but...
I was told anyway.
So you were told that?
Mm-hmm.
You were told
I've
that?
also seen it as well, been banning loads of my clones.
Okay. And how many of the 500 have you actually seen?
Yeah.
Because I would guess somewhere around 10. Maximum.
I've got obsessive stalkers. Very obsessive.
There's no way you got 500 clone accounts, though. I don't even think you've ever done a stream that would have had 500 people watching it. So you couldn't have 500 different people make accounts of you.
No, it's not 500 different people. It's one person making hundreds of clone accounts of me.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that could be, that could be true, yeah.
Yeah, they've gone around the whole internet with it. Yeah.
I think in my time on YouTube, and I've been around a while, like here and there. I'm not a streamer, but I've been around on other people's streams a while. I think I've probably had like 3 people try and clone me. Something in that range. 3, maybe 2,
And you don't
maybe 4.
stream.
What?
You don't stream and you get 3 of them.
Yeah, because I'm always talking shit on other people's streams on. And most of my hatred comes because I used to, well, I don't even want to use the word used to. I feel bad saying the word used to. I was, and still will, actually, no, I totally retract it. I know is the best way to put it. I know Fat Dan. So I get a lot of hatred just simply because of that. And don't get me wrong, I know he's a cunt. He knows he's a cunt. I'm a cunt
too. Every time I used to have Dan in my stream, I used to get takeaways all the time.
Your mic's gone all funky there.
Needs to get
No, you sound
shit.
like R2D2.
Get shit for just having him on my panel. People would send all sorts. Gas. Yeah.
No, your mic sounds awful up, and honestly, my battery is about to die, so when it does go,
Yeah, it's crackling a bit.
yeah, it's crackling as fuck. I don't know if that's me or you, but one of them's crackling. But we can continue this conversation another time, yeah?
Sure. Okay. Have a good night.
Yeah, take it easy. Sleep well and all that. And you too, easy. If you can still hear me, take it easy, lad. Take it easy, Kitty. See you later.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the chat, take it easy and all that. Peace.
What are you, Easy? Are you still there? It's gone quiet. Just me. Charge your phone up, Baz. I'm not sure where Lifehut's gone. Oh well. Take care, Lifehut, if you're still there.